It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everyone is doing well out there on this beautiful Monday. If not, hopefully we can bring some entertainment your way, give you some good news and some interesting topics to talk about in today's show. All right, now one thing we're going to get into is Kendrick Lamar. And Bloomberg has a new article out in which they basically leaked out some information about Kendrick perhaps gearing up for a stadium tour in 2025, right? Now, we've heard talks about Kendrick preparing an album. People have been expecting the album all year, ever since the battle. You know what I'm saying? It was alleged that there was going to be an album drop in May. There was going to be an album drop at some point during the summer, and we still have not seen that, right? Kendrick has been very tight-lipped. He hasn't said very much, and that seems to be pretty much in line with the way that he runs his ship anyway. But Bloomberg basically was covering Coachella, and they stated that they reached out to both Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna to headline the festival for next year. However, both artists declined, to which they said Kendrick Lamar is preparing a stadium tour next year. So I guess Coachella is not in his plans, but he is planning on going on the road. And if that's the case, then there's got to be an album in play, because he doesn't really come out to just do intermediate ass tours, right? So we're going to get into that and cover that entire conversation, and about Coachella as well, because it seems that they're finding themselves in a very precarious position right now, because some of the top artists that used to always want to be a part of the festival, they don't see the benefit. They're not lining up in droves the way that they used to be a part of it. So that's also going to be part of the conversation. And on the heels of that, we're going to talk about PartyNextDoor, right? Now, we just spoke about Drake, and he came out on stage and he talked about how real friends and all of this different type of stuff. He got all these fake friends in the industry. People switch up, and he gave a warning on stage to the members in his crowd, basically saying it's going to come a day in your life where you're going to find yourself back against the wall. It's just going to be you and you alone, and everybody else is going to switch up on you, right? We talked about that. We've talked about his unfollow spree. He seems to be in a weird space right now where he doesn't know who to trust, who's really down for him. And it seems that outside of people like 40, Boy Wonder, the circle is getting kind of slim, right? Well, with that being said, there's now reports that PartyNextDoor, who signed to Drake, signed to OVO, was supposed to have a new album coming out with Drake at some point this year. It looks like that may not ever happen, because they're saying that PartyNextDoor has actually had a conversation with Smack. And of course, Smack is part of, and he's a TDE affiliate, Kendrick Lamar affiliate, but more importantly, he's Schoolboy Q's brother, right? And it seems that PartyNextDoor and this guy Smack from back on Fig had a very good conversation in which they buried the hatchet and let it be known that there was no smoke, no problems, no nothing, right? Which leads a lot of people to believe that Drake's, little moment, the rant that he went on stage, might have actually been about PartyNextDoor. It might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, dog, I never thought that you would, like, out of all people, I thought that you would still be here. You've been here so long. You only got any success because you was with me, right? Nobody else gave you the chance. I put money in your pocket. I put you on the road. I've given you hits, right? You've given me hits as well for writing. But I was just about to repay you. I let you come out with your album. We were about to finally do our joint project, right? Seems like it might be a day late and a dollar short in PartyNextDoor's eyes, because he's made peace with some people that Drake probably didn't want him speaking to. All right, so we're going to get to that as well, right? We're going to just work our way into it. We're going to start with Kendrick Lamar and this Coachella article to try to see what details we can scrounge up about his moves that he's making behind the scenes. Now, I'm going to say, although Bloomberg is, a somewhat reputable site, Um, Typically, they would talk about finance and technology, politics, and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, their writers are now covering music news. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say about this Coachella situation and how we come to know Kendrick is preparing a tour. So they say Coachella has become a victim of its own success. As soon as the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival ended in April, Paul Tollett started working the phones to secure potential headliners for 2025. The festival has suffered through a tough stretch, shutting down during the pandemic and then failing to sell out the last 2 years in a row. Tollett, the concert promoter who started the event in 1999, wanted to book some A-list acts to ensure the malaise wouldn't continue into a third year, and he knew exactly who he wanted: Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna. Lamar, they state, grew up at the festival, performing on the main stage in 2012 and then headlining in 2017. A Pulitzer Prize winner, Lamar's public war of words with Drake has made him the hottest rapper in the world. Rihanna, one of the most popular and elusive musicians around, hadn't staged a proper tour in years. Her appearance would all but ensure a sellout. But both passed. According to several people familiar with the matter, Lamar is scheduled to perform at the 2025 Super Bowl and then plans a tour of major stadiums. Rihanna, head of a growing business empire, didn't need the money or the exposure. With 6 months to go until next year's festival, Tollett is scrambling to find the kind of headliner that can restore the luster of the largest music festival in North America. Coachella has become a victim of its own success, according to several people familiar with the booking process. Fans expect the festival to offer them an experience they can't find anywhere else. While Lollapalooza can get away with booking the same acts as many other festivals, Coachella can. That was some damn shade shown. Y'all threw shade at Lollapalooza like a motherfucker. Say y'all can book the same niggas every year and ain't shit gonna happen because y'all ain't got nothing better to do. Yet attracting global pop stars and unique performers has gotten harder, as those stars can now make more on their own. A spokesperson for Golden Voice, the company that puts on the festival, didn't respond to any request for comment. Tollett, I don't need his history and all that shit. But as y'all can see, Kendrick said, "Nah, I can't make it, dog. I'm finna headline my own stadium tour. You know what I mean? We finna go back out, all right? We finna outdo the Big Steppers tour. Once I put these motherfucking tickets on the line, I got the world at my feet now. Oh yeah, it's about to go super crazy." And of course, like I stated before, Kendrick Lamar don't come outside to do no motherfucking tour without no motherfucking album. Now, we don't know what type of album to expect. Some people feel like he's going to be deep in his West Coast bag. Some people would love to see the remainder of his diss tracks that he had for Drake to be featured on this album. You know, we've had speculation hit the streets where somebody that was allegedly close to the situation said that the overarching theme of this next album is Mr. Morale is Dead. No, that is not the title, but that is allegedly the feeling you walk away from this project with, is that, okay, this is totally different from the last time. This is a whole new thing. The energy, I would assume if Mr. Morale is dead, then there's a lot more aggression. There's a lot more, probably potential targets. Not to say that he's dissing people, but basically pressing on some of the tender spots that the industry may not want somebody to be poking around about. You know what I'm saying? If Watch the Party Die, Black Air Forces, whatever you want to call that untitled song, is any indication of where Kendrick is mentally and musically, then we can expect him to really, kind of hold that mirror up. He held the mirror up to himself on the last album. He always holds his mirror up to society, but perhaps this is going to be his hold the mirror up to the industry. Okay? So we're just going to have to see how this plays out, right? We don't have much other details. I do believe you can expect Soundwave to be on there. He's been on every album. You can probably expect Willie B to be on there. I don't even know if he goes by Willie B anymore. But outside of that, I don't know, right? Just gonna have to see how he decides to move. Closest thing we're going to get is the Super Bowl performance. We still don't know what to expect with that, how he's going to utilize the time that he has on stage, the songs he's going to choose, any potential guests, if any. I mean, this nigga don't speak to us, so I can only go off of what we have here. Can't say that this is 100% the truth, right? Because somebody could come out later today and debunk the festival. I mean, excuse me, debunk the tour and say, nah, he's not ready to speak about it. Might say it's not true, and just try to keep the mystique even on that level, right? But again, we will just have to wait and see. Now, concerning PartyNextDoor and Drake relationship, right? As previously stated, Drake went into an emotional rant the other night. I think he was on stage with Mario, if I'm not mistaken. Very, very interesting link up there. And he told the world, y'all are going to come to a point in your life where it's going to get real dark and lonely. Okay, nigga. Don't put that shit on me. My friends is my friends. to quote Beyonce, my friends better than your friends. Nigga. Worry about your shit. Don't tell me what they expect in mine. But now that we're hearing from Smack back on Fig, we're hearing that one of his friends, one of his collaborators, one of his writers in the camp, might be making peace with some people that he don't necessarily co-sign. All right, let's get into it, because we've waited around long enough. Let's get to it.
Yeah, Smack, you a big deal out here. Niggas is tapping in with you. I have no clue why. I have no clue why you.
Shout out PartyNextDoor, man, because he did. Shout out PartyNextDoor, man.
I'm like, excuse
whoa,
me?
Party Outside.
You should have asked him for some tickets.
Party Outside tapped in with Smack.
Yeah. Real shit, dog.
Okay.
I talked to him for like 20 minutes and we had a good
So PartyNextDoor tapped in with you.
Yeah.
For what?
What you mean for what?
Why would
How did he get your number? Your phone
call you?
Over the little situation with the Canada stuff with the top 5 dude and the Drake and the Kendrick whole shit. You know, I said something on Fig Community World, and because he be watching, he tuned in. You feel me? Okay. So I said something like, you feel me? Because the top 5 dude had me hot. And like I said, I apologize to him because I'm a man. You feel me? He had nothing to do with it. But I'm like, I just said truth in the detail. PartyNextDoor was next door, and if we was really on that, we could have went next door and crashed him. You feel me? If niggas was putting it in Canada against LA and all this old shit, and that rubbed him wrong. So he was like, I need to talk to Smack. So he went through.
So he like, you right. He right. Because I seen the nigga. They could have got me. Cause I'm on my R&B shit.
And he told me I stay out here. I'm not with all that. He like, yes, I'm signed to Drake. Yes, I'm doing shit with Drake. Got songs and all the shit. But he like, whatever dude got going ain't got nothing to do with us. You feel me? I live out here. I rock with y'all. I watch your episodes. I fucks with you, Smack. You funny. You hilarious. Keep bringing the content, my nigga. That's what he said. And I'm like, yeah, I apologize. It wasn't nothing like that. But, you know, that top 5 dude ain't cool, though. As far as me, you, I don't got no problem, my nigga. We gonna let them keep that in rap beef. You feel me? Because that shit's not as serious as everybody making it.
Right.
That was really about it. He just telling me, like, you funny. Keep doing your content, my nigga. I be tuning in to Back on Fig, Fair to Say, Shane, all the shit. I watch all y'all. You feel me?
What?
So, yeah, for sure. We was on the phone for like 20 minutes. Yeah.
I wonder how he got whiff of that clip.
He watches us. He watches.
He watches.
He's watching. He like, I watch it. I tunes in. He's like,
so
nigga.
he DM'd you?
No, he hit up his people's hit up AD, gave him the number. AD hit me like, hey, PartyNextDoor wanna holler at you. I'm like, tap me in. And
did he hit AD too?
I don't know. I just know AD the one called me and then said, hold up, let me call him. Boom.
All right, so there it is, right? That's Smack, that's back on Fig. You know what I'm saying? T-Rail, Heather, checking in, letting us know the latest and greatest, perhaps, move in PartyNextDoor's saga. So if y'all were listening there, basically what that says is PND has a crib in LA, which a lot of people in the music industry, once you get out into the game, you're pretty much required to spend a lot of time in LA. That's where all the music business gets handled. That's where just about everybody lives, if not in Atlanta or perhaps New York, depending on, you know, your vibe. But you got to go through there, right? That's where all of everything takes place. Even if you don't live there, you got to spend a decent amount of time there throughout the year. And all of these guys that are on Kendrick's side, that are affiliated with Kendrick, that have some sort of ties to him, these are all people that are tied into the neighborhoods out there. You know what I'm saying? It goes deeper than rap. It goes deeper than bars, hooks, allegations to smear each other's name. These are real people that, you know, we can't get too deep into that on this channel, but the B's and C's is deep out there, right? And Kendrick got both sides riding for him, willing to ride for him. So Party don't want no smoke. He's a fucking singer. He's a songwriter. He wants to sing to the women. He wants to have a good time, right? It was already stated by Schoolboy Q months ago, right, that Party had a show out there in LA. Nobody bothered him. Nobody wanted no smoke. But then when Schoolboy Q was supposed to go perform in Canada, unfortunately his show was booked at a venue that Drake co-owns. So his show got canceled, right? Next thing you know, Sir's show got canceled. Same venue. So everybody from TDE was then put on blacklist, at least from that venue. I can't say that Canada's like shut off, but we haven't seen anybody really go there just yet. And he was like, you know, if I would have known, or if we would have known that we was going to start trying to play this territorial game to stop people's bags or to try to stop people from performing or make this a regional problem, then we definitely could have, you know, made our presence known, felt, and all of the above at the PartyNextDoor show. We didn't do that. So y'all might want to quit playing with us because y'all might not like the way we play, right? That's what Schoolboy Q was saying months ago. Now, we're hearing that a conversation has taken place between, again, Schoolboy Q's brother and PartyNextDoor, letting it be known, hey, whatever Drake and Kendrick got going on, I don't want nothing to do with it. That's their issue. That's some rap shit. I am not a rapper. I like to spend time in LA. I live out there. I like to do shows out there. I want to remain peaceful, right? He said they had about a 20-minute conversation and everything was good, even to the point where he's saying that Party told him he watches their show. He's entertained by their content. He stays up to date. He stays abreast on the conversations that they're having, which will make sense if he's a resident, because he would love to know, shit, what are y'all, what type of conversations y'all having? Are y'all commiserating against OVO? Like, I don't want no problems, man. But of course, if you're Drake and you're seeing this content come out and somebody's sending it to your phone and you have a conversation with PartyNextDoor and it's like, bro, what is this I'm hearing? Why you ain't at least tell me you was going to have that conversation, right? Not to say that he owns him or that he's entitled to however Party is moving. But if you're sitting in Drake's position and you feel like the industry is isolating you, you feel like all of these people that you helped along the way, people that you've broke bread with, y'all made money together, y'all hung out, y'all did shows, probably, you know, who knows what type of stuff they got into, you know what I'm saying? With all the machismo, the money, these guys might have went out and, you know, traded women, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know what goes on some of these backstage encounters. And that is what some people believe forms a brotherhood among men. That ain't never been my vibe, but I know a lot of guys that in their younger days, they feel like, you know, they go out, recruit women, do run trains and all that other shit. Like that's their form of bonding with their homies. Again, never been my swoop. Never been my type of party, you know. I like what's for me only. You know, but I'm sure in Drake's situation, he's looking like, damn, who can I trust? Where can I go? Who can I run to? When I need trust. And I know the song don't really say trust. Oh man, it's getting cold out here, man. I mean, Drake is he's in an interesting spot. Like, his homies ain't holding him down. There's still speculation about a mole in the camp, right? I don't know if Beam is gonna stand right with him. I don't know. Boy Wonder's still holding strong. You know, he's doing breaking down the beats on Drake songs and stuff. He's out here doing podcast interviews, still holding down OVO. So he's riding. But even Boy Wonder, I mean, he produced on the last Kendrick Lamar album. You know what I'm saying? So, damn. What if Kendrick still got some of his beats in the tuck? That would look crazy. Drake is a single man, pushing 40, still single, right? Hasn't tied the knot, hasn't settled down, hasn't found the right woman for him. So, although some people may come out and say Drake's been unbothered, I don't see how he could possibly be unbothered with the way that he's been treated this year. This is something that he never expected. Yeah, he's still a high streaming artist, but he's never sat in a position where he's received this much hate. He's never been in a position where people have really just written him off as like the corniest dude when he walks in the room, despite his success, despite his money, despite being one of the most commercially successful artists of all time. It's like the spotlight hits him and he don't even know how to stand no more. It's like the Truman Show or some shit. It's weird. It's the craziest thing to see how everything has flipped on this guy. And I don't think he was prepared for it. He certainly wasn't. I think he expected to ride his wave out until he decided that he no longer wanted to be a part of hip hop. No longer wanted to be a part of the music game. Like, he was I'm gonna be the top dog until I decide to move from my pivot. And just the world has shaken him to a point where he has had no choice but to move his pivot all year. So much so that he just he tried to release music. The music wasn't hitting. The fans weren't receiving it the same way. He did hit some charts, but it didn't stay there. It wasn't that automatic number one that he was used to achieving, even with little to no promotion. I don't know. And the one shot that he still had in the chamber, I didn't think it was a strong bullet to begin with, but he had that PartyNextDoor collab album in the tuck that he wanted to put out to try to give people Drake vibes, you know what I'm saying? To like, all right, if hip hop's not chirping with me, let me go over here and do an R&B project. Let me go and do a R&B experimental Caribbean album with PartyNextDoor and try to service that crowd, right? Let's try to see if they gonna ride with me, because Drake has very successful Caribbean records. I don't understand why anybody ever listened to him. I always thought that they were weird. It was probably my least favorite persona and accent from Drake. But they worked. Today, I don't know if they clocking in. What used to work is now taking days off. That's now the new thing. Is like people are saying, okay, it's deeper than just them people he unfollowed. Drake is that whole rant he went on was about PartyNextDoor, right? And PartyNextDoor has some tweets that people are now saying they believe were aimed in Drake's direction. I can't say definitively that they were. October 5th, he comes out and says, "No point being mad at me. I barely gave a fuck." He comes back and says, "I'll leave and do it for somebody else." Now, to me, that sounds like he talking to a woman. That's just me. That's J Nolan's perspective. You can take that however you want. But I'm gonna just tell you like this. If any of my homeboys ever in life said, "I'll leave and do it for somebody else," I'm gonna say, don't you ever come back around here. You better scurry the fuck along, boy. Cause what the hell you think you finna do? Huh? What did you think that I needed you to do for me that you gonna do for somebody else, my nigga? Huh? But to me, that sounds like he's talking about a lady. Right? Now, we saw PartyNextDoor have an emotional outburst of his own earlier this year, a couple months ago, because one of his ex-girlfriends popped out in Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller video. Was it Bryson Tiller? Or was it Jeremiah? I think it was Jeremiah, my bad. Bryson might have been on the song too, though. But yeah, and he was mad about that. He was very angry. He had to come out and check himself because, you know, once he started taking shots at CB, he started to simmer down a little bit after about a day. So he does have a tendency to air out some of his personal feelings as it relates to romantic situations via his Twitter. He could have just been talking randomly, but people are trying to apply that towards Drake because we see these tweets come out. Next thing you know, you see Drake come out and he's in an emotional state. Even further, we've got Drake coming out, and this was weird to me. Drake comes out and he posts an IG story of Solange, Jay-Z, and Beyonce after that whole elevator endeavor. Here we have It's a Vibe from Twitter posting this out. Drake with a new IG story post of Solange after her infamous argument with Jay-Z in the elevator with Beyonce 2014. And, you know, she definitely gave him some Tomb Raider kicks in that elevator. Champagne Poppy posted these photos. We don't know what exactly he's trying to say. Don't know if he's trying to take shots at Jay-Z. Some people do feel like him and Jay-Z are in not a great place right now. Some people are saying that Jay-Z is encouraging Kendrick Lamar to get up on that Super Bowl stage and demolish Drake in front of the world. We can't confirm any of that. There's a lot of chatter about Jay-Z right now that can't be confirmed, and I don't want to be a person that contributes to mess. So all I can say is that's what he said. That's what he posted. Still trying to figure out what he means. Drake is an interesting character, though, you know. Hard to co-sign. He's hard to co-sign at this point because everything he does, it just has a stench to it. It has a weird stench of just like, what's going on with you, dog? Just has a weird fumes just come off of Drake right now. Like, are you okay? You need to talk to somebody? Are you having a passive aggressive moment? Are you soaking? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? 1 minute you were coming out trying to display the ultimate confidence. The battle was behind you. You was going to give us the Drake everybody had been looking for. You were going to give us summer vibes. In the heart of the summer, you gave us 200 gigs and it just didn't really move the needle. I don't know. Somebody that loves Drake needs to watch over him, though. Make sure he's good. Because these little stories, these little, I'm going to talk to y'all without talking type of things, man. It's strange. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one, all right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net.
We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest, but drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.